What's up, everybody? For today's video, we're going to be talking about the Foliage Enhancer filter that's in the program Luminar, and I'm also going to go over some other tips and tricks to help you with your autumn colors. So let's jump on into it. Now, this picture was taken at Watkins Glen in upstate New York, and the first thing I want to do is just increase the shadows because it's a little underexposed. Alright, that looks a little better. And most people use saturation or vibrance to increase the autumn colors in their image. But my only problem with that is it affects the whole image. So the water is turning blue, the rocks are affected, and the great thing about a foliage filter is it's isolated on a particular color that you want. So let me just reset these back to 0. And go to Add Filters. And what you want to look for is Foliage Enhancer. Now I'm going to put this up to around 40%. And what you see is happening is the Foliage Enhancer strictly attacks the green and yellows in your image. So if we change this hue, we can make things very yellow or extremely green, which is obviously unnatural for this particular image, but you get the point. So I'm going to keep this right in the middle. And I'm happy at the 40% range. I don't want it to be too exaggerated and just too surreal. So we're going to leave it right here. And what I want to do is change these leaves back here to be a lot more yellow. So I'm going to duplicate this layer. Go right up here and right click. Go to duplicate layer. And now what I want to do is change the hue all the way to the left. And I'm going to increase the amount to really make it pop. Obviously, it affected everything that was green as well, so the moss was changed, and I'll show you how to change this back. What we want to do is right-click on this image, or this layer, I should say, and go to Mask, Invert. And we want to use Invert so it hides everything that we just did. And what we're going to do is just paint back the area that we want to be yellow. So if we select this brush tool, and select brush, make sure it says paint, and then we want to select the softness and the opacity. So I'm going to put the opacity up to around 70%. The softness is at 75, that's fine. So I'm just going to paint this area right here and turn all the foliage yellow. And if I want, I could actually do a little more hints of yellow in the moss area, so I'm just going to lower the opacity. So I want them to be a lot more subtle. I don't want it to stand out as strong. So I'll just do a little bit here. And any spot that has a little yellow tone to it already, I'm just going to enhance it. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. Now you're probably wondering about anything that's orange or red in your fall foliage image. So let's jump back to the original layer. And we want to open up HSL. So if we scroll down to the filters and find HSL, that stands for hue, saturation, and luminance. And we're going to affect just the red and orange only. So let's move these sliders around and enhance our orange and reds. And if we go to hue, I could actually adjust the orange and make it a little more red, or vice versa. So I can make it really red. Obviously it's too much, but you get the idea as well. And that's starting to look pretty good. And if we just click back to the top layer, that'll bring back the yellow in this section. And you notice the water hasn't been affected at all. So that's what you really want to make sure when you're editing your autumn images, that you're just affecting the foliage and not the whole image. So that's why I really like about this foliage filter. And I've always been a fan of HSL. You can use that in Lightroom or other programs. So it's really great tools to kind of help you enhance your foliage. Now from here we could continue to enhance this image some more, but I'm just going to leave it as is because this is strictly about dealing with fall foliage colors. Alright, so hopefully that helps you guys out. It's a very quick and easy tutorial to do. So have fun with your fall foliage images. Take care. Bye bye.